After hearing the Bourbon Junkies review on this bottle, I had to rush home and open this. I believe they have amazing palates and they were raving crazy about this one bottle. I am super excited. Hope you're excited. So let's get into the Four Roses 135th Anniversary Limited Edition bottle. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I'm Doc Martinez and I'm excited about today's review. It so happens I got this bottle on my last whiskey haul, and if you have not seen that video, I will leave a link to it right here. And I didn't have any immediate plans to review it. I wasn't even sure I was going to review it. But today when I saw all the Bourbon Junkies do a review and they were so pumped about it, I had to try it. I had to pull it out. They were comparing this to things like WLW, George T. Stagg, and other BTAC bottles, saying that this competes with that. How can you not want to try it? Suppose it could be true. So I'm gonna pour some of this out. Make sure I have a good pour of this because I'm pretty excited about this one. Set it aside and let it open up a little bit. Now, this is the 16th release on the limited edition offerings that has become the core part of Four Roses' identity. It is also the brand's 135th anniversary, celebrating the company's original establishment in 1888. This year's limited edition small batch bourbon blends together 4 batches that include 3 different recipes, with one of the recipes being duplicated across 2 of the chosen batches, and each batch originating from a different aging warehouse. According to the master distiller, Brent Elliott, each year's limited edition small batch intends to create something totally different, something special and unique, something that you will never taste again. My bottle is bottle 2652 out of 4950. If you like these videos, please smash that like button. Also make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I got some cool stuff coming up and you won't want to miss them. Also, because I'm doing a review, I will be giving away samples of this, so stay tuned to find out how you can win a sample of this special edition. All right, time to get into those bottle details. This is Four Roses 135th Anniversary Limited Edition. Classification: Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Distillery: Four Roses Distillery. Release date: September 2023. Proof on this bad boy: 54.01. Age: 12 to 25 years. Here's a little bit more detail on the age. 40% 14-year-old OESK barrels, 35% 12-year OESV barrels, 20% 16-year OESV barrels, 5% 25 years OBSV barrels. Finish: none. Mashbill: a blend of Four Roses 2 Mashbills. Mashbill: 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% malted barley. And Mashbill: 6% corn, 35% rye, 5% malted barley. MSRP $200. Now, that was definitely a lot of information to intake really quickly, so if you need to, go back, pause, and look at all that information, but it's time to start reviewing. As with any review, I'm going to give it a score of 1 to 10 on aroma, flavors, complexity, mouthfeel, finish, and of course, would I buy again? All right, so I got my little handy book out so I can take score, take my notes. And let's start. Let's go with the fun part. Let's first actually just take a little look at this. It's a nice dark amber. It's a darker amber with some like little bit of goldness in it as well, but that looks nice. Let's give it a little SJ here. Let's see, how does that hold up on this glass? It is taking a while to get those legs started. Nice tight legs. They're barely even starting. Ooh, that looks like it's pretty viscous. Ooh, highly viscous. I mean, those legs are just starting. Wow. So now I'm pretty excited. Let's go in for the aroma. So right away, you can smell that age. You smell that oakiness in there. So you get some vanilla, you get some molasses, you get some brown sugar, you get some clove and some allspice in there. Oh, that sweetness is starting to come through now. More of that sweetness, more of that caramel, because at first that oak was pretty present. Ooh, a little bit more vanilla, kind of like a peppery. There's got a little bit of pepper in there as well. Pepper? So it's actually interesting. We're getting the sweetness, we're getting that spiciness, we're kind of going, but it's not like one fighting over the other. They kind of blend really well. For my aroma, I'm gonna give that a 7. Let's go in for the flavors, that first drink. Spicy, black pepper, really upfront, cherry. Now that I'm over the spiciness, sweetness is starting to kick in, kind of like a plum, blackberry, that cherry still kind of there as well. Yeah, a little hint of vanilla, spice to sweet, but actually it went very well, just went right through those. I do like that. I like the way for the initial flavor. It was a little hot up front.
It's a little hot.
A little bit hotter than I was expecting, but it's my first pour. And but overall good. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. All right, let's go in for complexity. How does this evolve on the tongue? A lot less of that spice, a little bit of tannic coming in. It evolves very well on the tongue from the front to the back, spicy, sweet, vanilla, creme brulee kind of thing. I've never tasted this before. I like Earl Grey tea and a little bit of that hint of Earl Grey. That's interesting. I've never had that one before, so that one's a tad in there. But the spicy up front, but quickly that spice went away on that second drink to the sweetness, like I said, the vanilla, the creme brulee, a little bit of that like Earl Grey. But there is some of the tannic starting to come through, so I do have that on there. I do like that. I mean, I like the complexity on it. Nothing seems to be fighting itself. It just kind of goes through a nice little evolution in the mouth. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. Let's go through mouthfeel, thickness, and viscosity. This is getting better and better with each drink.
You just keep getting better and better.
But we're going to talk about the mouthfeel. We'll talk about that and the finish, about how it's evolving, because I do like the evolution on this one. But the mouthfeel, just like it was with that glass, coats the tongue, coats the front, the mid, the back, the palate. Starting to get a little bit of coating into the cheeks as well. So I mean, it's coating pretty much the whole mouth. So it's a nice thick velvety texture throughout the mouth. Ooh, I'm getting even a little bit on the lips as well on this one. Now that's a good mouthfeel. I like that. I like that mouthfeel, and that's what I want in a bourbon or in a drink. The nice kind of just complexity through that. I'm gonna give that a 7. Let's go to finish. Let's see how this finishes up. Spiciness is almost gone. Honey, caramel, brown sugar, clove, leather, fruitiness in there as well. A little bit of that, I think, almost like a plum. Still that Earl Grey tea still in there. A nice evolution that just goes from one to the next and just coats. I really do like this finish. The Bourbon Junkies were not joking.
This is no joke.
This is a good pour. Honestly, a very good pour. If it wasn't released last year, I could say this was probably one of those things I would put as, for Bourbon of the Year, and would do a blind like that. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a 7. Would I buy again? Ooh, I'm gonna go in for another drink as I think about that, right? So MSRP on this bad boy is $200. That's a lot of money, but there's only 49.50 of them available. So that's not a large quantity. Wow. This pour, I would pay that for it. I would buy another bottle and have a backup if I could. I really do like it at 200. Now, did I buy this one at 200? No, I paid a little bit more. Would I find it again at 200? Probably not, especially as limited as it is. But it's a very good pour. I haven't had Four Roses in a while, and I really do like this. So this is kind of one of those tricky things. Do I think it's a $200 bottle? Yes, I think it's a $180 to $200 bottle. Do I think it's a $400 bottle? No, I don't think it's a $400 bottle. And I don't know if that's what the secondary is on it, but I'm assuming it's gonna be close to that. Because of scarcity, because of secondary, and because of that, I can't give it as high of a score as I would like on that. So I think for would I buy again? Yes, but I'm gonna give it a score of 5.5. All right, so I added up the score and I got a 39.5 out of 60. I really thought it was gonna be a little bit of a higher score when I was doing them, but no, I mean, I think that's a very good fair score for it. These limited editions are just good. I mean, I haven't had one in a while. I want to say the last one I had was maybe 2020. Might even been before that. So this is the first one I've had in a few years.
It's been 1,000 years, but
now I like this one. I think they did a great job of making a nice blend that doesn't overpower the palate, that actually goes through an evolution, that sticks to the tongue, that just does all the right things you want in one of these limited editions. Now, $200 price tag. Yeah, I can see that. I can see why. Look at the flavors, look at the evolution, look at the the limit, how limited it is. So I can see that. And is there bottles that I would buy over this? There's a few bottles I'd probably buy over this, but I like it. I really think it's good. And it's one of that, if you can try it. I would say if you could go to the bar and have this maybe for $50, $60 pour, I think that's worth it. Anything more than that, I think you're going a little bit too high on that, right? Let's talk about how you can win a sample. So if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. And also just share the video with a friend. Share it with a friend, share it with a loved one, share it with an enemy. I don't care, just share the video. It does help me out. In the comments below, I want to know, what is your favorite Four Roses limited edition? As I said, I haven't had one since probably 20 2020, so I want to see, what have you had? What do you like? Is there one out there I should be hunting? I want to know. Also in the comments, I want you to add hashtag 4 Roses limited edition 135. Put that in the comments, and pretty soon I'll be giving away a few samples of this, and hopefully you're one of those winners that gets to try this. I really enjoy this pour, and I think it's going to be a really good one for you as well. Thank you again for joining me on another journey down my bourbon rabbit hole. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. It's such a fun journey, and I'm really starting to enjoy it even more and more, and I hope you're enjoying it with me. So till our next journey, my friends, cheers.